Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Hafifah, and this time I would like to present to you about a feminist stylistics analysis of Born This Way, written by Lady Gaga. This word is the word that plays the most important role among all. This word can be seen symbolically as the beginning of the whole song. The title itself is Born This Way, which says, Mama, will be very closely related to the whole song. In the music video, many symbolisms refer to the characteristics of a mother. Many recurrent shows the symbolism of the productivity or fertility of a woman giving birth to a child, like the symbolism of the womb, the uterus, just like the picture shown here. The figure of a mother here is also considered sensitive. She is the first figure of both parents who will accept their children as they are, because the study shows that women or mother are closer to their children because of their openness and emotional bonding. Her mother is a person who teaches Lady Gaga to love herself for who she is. We can also see here the bond of Lady Gaga toward her mother and how she needs the figure of parents who would understand her mostly from heart to heart. Lady Gaga herself is also the mother monster, a figure who mothered her fans, the little monster. Capital HIM itself refers to the extension of His infernal majesty, and the meaning of which is associated with Satan. Thus, he refers to God. And this sentence serves to vary the diversity of one's beliefs, which generally refers to these two units, whether or not one believes in God or Satan. Pause itself refers to living things who are not human or which are not human. However, the word pause here referred to her fans, the little monsters. In this sentence serves to convince her fans to confidently show themselves. This sentence serves to confirm the notion that God has created each one perfectly and unique. Each human is unique and would differ from one to another. For example, humans are created with fingerprints, which is distinct and are different from each other so that they can be used as self-identity. So it is certain that all people are different and every person is born as is. This clause plays an important role to confirm the message. This clause is a bridge to the projection of society in terms of beliefs, race, sexuality, behavior, and etc. that are exposed to and bullied. The discourse is rhymed to have the sound pronounced R in the end to strengthen the existence of the sentence, there's nothing wrong with loving who you are, by the attempt of putting the sentence, we are all born superstars, even if it is ended with the sound Z, and French called mixing in the glass of her boudoir, even if the sound pronounces different to the French sound, and the connotation of which is associated with husband-wife, and it did not match to the relation of mother-daughter. And the sentence, so hold your head up, girl, and you'll go far, in which they were all mentioned by her mother. The sentence, oh, there ain't no other way, denotes that there is no other option to turn back to another way or to hold back oneself, and that means the confidence in oneself had already in a persistent stage. After passing through the stage of accepting oneself, the next stage in self-acceptance is to strengthen bonds with the environment, especially with friends. The discourse is rhymed to have the sound pronounced diphthong ends. I'm sorry, not diphthong, but the sound ends in the end to strengthen the existence of the sentence. And love your friends by putting the sentence, give yourself prudence to can together accepting one's truth. The discourse is rhymed to have the sound pronounced in and ent, which is heard pretty similar in the end to strengthen the existence of the sentence, don't be a drag, just be a queen. It is broken down by the sentence, whether you're broke or evergreen, a metaphorical comparison. Evergreen semantically means a plant having a foliage that persists and remains green throughout the year. No wonder if sometimes evergreens is associated with the symbolism of immortality as well as freshness because they retain their leaves throughout the winter. In business, evergreen is a term to indicate a profitable market leading businesses that are designed to remain unsold and independent for a long, long time. Meanwhile, broke means having completely run out of money and about to be separated into pieces as a result of a shock or strain or a blow. Unlike evergreen, broke is a characteristic of being crushed and ruined, not fresh or eternal nor profitable. It is the anonym of the word evergreen. The comparison of words denotes the endurance of people in terms of bullying, whether they can stand still or crushed and ruined psychologically, and they do not only stand for the term of one's wealth condition. Then she references the race. First one is the skin color, black, white, and beige. And then she directly addressing kinds of race such as Chola Descent, Lebanese, Orient. She refers to racist issues above not to show how contradictory races are, but to show diversity and uniqueness to support the main idea of a song that God created humans and they were all born unique and in their way. They're all born this way. We are all born this way. The discourse is rhymed to have the sound pronounced is in the end, to strengthen the existence of a sentence, whether life's disabilities by the attempt to putting the sentence left you are cast, bullied, or teased, or even if it is ended with sounds. However, this discourse does discuss about bullying itself. And this is the proof that the song is talking about bullying people. This discourse references the issue of sexuality, and this is the part of it. It conveys that there is no problem with one's sexuality to be confident of oneself. The discourse is rhymed to have the sound pronounced v by putting the sentences I was born to survive as well as I was born to be brave in the end. And that this concludes the message of the song. So Born This Way is a song written by Lady Gaga in 2011 and it is about a place to set her in minority society, especially LGBTQA plus community, including her so-called fans, Lil Monsters, to be free and to accept them the way they were born or the way we were all born. And this song is about empowering youth. This song is solely about self-acceptance, and the stance the writer took is the feminist self-love or feminist self-acceptance. She criticizes any stance of bullying and strongly says that any human is born this way, no matter what race, gender, and sexuality one has, they must be loved the way they are. We must be loved the way we are. Society under liberal and background or in developed countries see this as a means of a voice to be heard. An article of Billboard in 2019 claimed that it was a song that defined a decade. The decade. It gave a big voice to people who could only whisper at that time. The message of relentless activism through self-actualization permeates the track. The song's bridge in particular aims to speak to as many perspectives as possible. As the star, Lady Gaga listed through the different races, sexualities, and gender expressions. In return, even if this track turned out to be a very mega hit that time, it was very big controversial to some part of the world at that time too. For instance, it was banned in Lebanon for it seems offensive to Christianity, as well as in Malaysia, and for its references to homosexuality and it seems offensive to country with a majority of Muslim. This track was considered as a negative connotation to conservative countries. These controversial events brought the song to continue to rise that it is considered to be the peak moment of the Gaga. In this song, when viewed again in 2020, is already very mainstream. However, if it is viewed in 2011, this song was very controversial to the point of being banned. Most likely, if there is no song with all the impacts and events, such as Born This Way, understanding about gender and equality account would not be developed as the way it is today in 2020. So to wrap up the presentation today is that this song Born This Way is about self-acceptance which stands from feminism point of view and was triggered from bullying. From the linguistic aspect, the song is strongly emphasizing the equality notion by accepting who we are as we were all born this way. The choices of word and phrase, clause and sentence, as well as discourse, tend to credit about self-liberation and loving every part of yourself, no matter what race, belief, or sexuality one is in. And this song is a form of protest to bullying and of the standard of judgment of society in general, which is delivered in a very frontal way regarding addressed issues mentioned above. And this proves that this song is not solely an LGBTQA plus community anthem, but a song for all kind of self-acceptance. Okay, that is it for today. Thank you for your attention. Keep being productive by working at home. Stay healthy, stay safe, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Siti Hafifah. See you on another chance.